I think the airport is a story of inspiration, it's a story of vision, it's a story of persistence, a story of survival through very difficult times.
It's been some roller coaster ride over the last 30 years.
Tremendous success story. The vision and ambition has lived through creative and hard work over many years.
This is a very unique airport here in the west of Ireland. It was built by the people, for the people of the west of Ireland.
Monsignor Horan, what exactly is going on here?
What do you think is going on? We're building an airport, and I hope the Department of Transport doesn't hear about it. Now, don't tell them. And we're going to have it built in a very, very short time. You see the activity that's going on here. There's another load coming now. And I think it's marvellous. Aren't you?
Are you being absolutely serious about what's going on
and
here?
We have no money. But we're hoping to get it next week or the week after.
You don't really have permission, and you don't have money?
I'm not sure whether I have permission or not. But I mean, I'm going ahead anyhow, just taking a chance.
When you think of a man who is 70 years of age who thinks about building an airport, it's to take on literally the whole world, who thought he was a little bit off this planet, to put it mildly.
He gave the people of the west of Ireland belief in themselves, and that killed off their long-standing inferiority complex.
They might as well build a wall around Connaughton and turn it into a bird sanctuary or something like that. But we need an airport down here, and the sooner we get it, the better.
Well, it's mostly a small runway at the time. It's only small planes, but got bigger at the time. As time went on, at the time there was no money, and so it was out here for the wing and a prayer for 6 or 7 months.
I remember the first day, the cutting of the sod. There was a palpable, how would I put it, feeling of support, and this was what the Monsignor clicked into. He immediately had it nearly branded it as it being the People's Airport.
And I remember coming down here with them in the car one evening. We drove down the runway and we came to where the work had stopped.
That's right, that's where they lost heart.
There was a tear in his eye, and he gave no blessings that evening to anybody. There was a lot of publicity in the press.
Knock Airport is distant from any town of any size. It's on a high position on a foggy and boggy hill, and certainly it hasn't been well placed. So I think it has to be said a serious mistake was made.
We're going ahead now because we're fed up with the government's attitude towards the airport. They've sent us several letters saying that there's no more money from the Exchequer. Mr. Mitchell made his foggy, boggy speech in Galway, as you know, and he said not even 1 penny.
We devoted a lot of time to building up a big jumbo quiz. The result of all that was that £3.5 million were collected. That money was actually used to complete the runway and the terminal building. And I often wonder, if that hadn't happened, would the airport have died? It was a crucial kind of time for it. But anyhow, that paved the way for the inaugural flights, which took place in 1985.
Knock Tower, good morning. This is the Shamrock 4962. We're passing 7,000 feet for 4,000 feet at 1031.
Shamrock 4962, Connaught Tower, good morning.
My standout memory, I suppose, is the approach into it, because the previous week I had gone down and had more or less surveyed the area and looked for some landmarks going in, and the weather on the day was inclement. It was poor visibility, and Jack Bagnall was on the left-hand seat and I was on the right-hand seat. So my main memory of the time was that I had picked out a sort of small little house that we would turn around and align ourselves with the runway and the extended central line of runway 09. And I remember in the turn there was a RT camera behind us, and Jack said to me halfway around the turn, "Lose sight of that and I'll kill you," in his own inimitable fashion.
Well, as one of the signs here says, Monsignor Horan has got his wings at last. Behind me, the first passengers are being led out from Knock Airport on board the Boeing 737, the first aircraft to land in Connaught Regional Airport.
It was a good old memory of the time, actually, because we never thought it would come. Jim Fahey had been sending down these reports from RT in Galway about driving lessons taking place on the runway and the runway being built and would the airport ever open. And of course then the great day came, and Jim put himself and his camera crew in the airport, and we had the camera and myself in the cockpit as well, and off we went to try and find Knock.
Then we landed and we turned in, and both Jack and I were absolutely shocked just to see how many people around. There were thousands and thousands on top of all the hills of soil that were around the place. And when descended down the things, and Monsignor Horan, or Father Horan as I knew him, because we used to serve Mass for him, was down the bottom, so I gave him a big hug and congratulated him, and he was delighted to see us. It was one of the highlights of my career. Amazing time, and there was a tremendous feeling of euphoria about the place.
What kind of thoughts are going through your mind just now?
Well, I'm looking into the future and I see thousands and thousands of people coming here, thousands of planes landing here that will bring prosperity to this part of the country. We never got a chance really until now, and now that we have the proper infrastructure, I'm sure that the people of the West will take advantage of it, and it will lead on to very, very big things indeed for this area.
How can we forget the opening day? It was one of the wildest, wettest days in the west of Ireland. It was as if the national media and the politicians, all their doom and gloom, coalesced into a downpour of biblical proportions.
All the national press were down, RTE, BBC, ITV, and once Charlie appeared, it was like the second miracle at Knock.
Of Monsignor Horan himself personally, and with one flick of this scissors, I will declare this airport officially open.
2016 promises to be a very successful year. We're expecting close to 750,000 passengers to use the airport, servicing over 20 international routes, using our 3 major airline partners, Ryanair, Aer Lingus and Flybe.
We're very proud of the fact that I think this summer we'll operate 12 routes to and from Knock, which I understand this year will break a new record.
As an airport, being the 4th largest in Ireland, it provides a vital piece of infrastructure for the west of Ireland.
I could see growth to 1 million passengers within the next 3 to 4 years, and thereafter growth beyond that.
I think it was about 9,000 passengers in the first year in 1986, nearly 750,000 passengers in 2016. Regional airports are very important, and we're delighted to be working with the airport at Knock, and indeed all the people in the west of Ireland, and particularly in Mayo, where my own background lies as well, to see this part of the country thrive and prosper.
Staff play a critical role to the success of the airport over the last 30 years.
My name is Piers Concannon. I'm the Chief Fire and Security Officer here at Ireland West Airport Knock.
I started in 1986 as a technician, as a general technician, looking after the nav aids, the airfield lighting and the communications equipment.
This is my first job actually, and I started last summer, so it's my second summer here, and it's great to work near home. It's only like 10 minutes down the road.
As a community airport, we pride ourselves in a high level of customer service.
Small, friendly airport, you get to see the same faces every Monday morning heading back to England, and it's nice, you know, to see.
So when I started in 1986, we had one fire vehicle. It had a Rolls-Royce engine, a petrol engine, and it was 3 miles to the gallon. Times have changed. When you look around me now, we're fortunate to have a very impressive fleet in excess of 2 million.
I think that the things that stand out for me in Knock are the quality of the people, and I don't say that lightly.
It's great to put something back into the local region, and anything we can achieve here at the airport goes directly back into local businesses and for the people.
I can honestly say that I absolutely love this place.
There's a good team of people here.
They're happy leaving us. It's just, I suppose, going the extra mile.
It's ever changing, and never a dull moment.
I enjoy the atmosphere, the people are very friendly that work here.
The compliments that we get in, like that it is actually recognised, and we do get so many compliments.
It's different to any other airport, like everyone, you'd know everyone compared to everyone everywhere else.
But it is more than work, it is an absolute vocation.
One of my fondest memories here in the last number of years at the airport has to be the 25th anniversary air show here that we had, I think in May 2011. It was a fabulous afternoon for about 15 to 20,000 people from the region who attended the event.
So back in 1995, I met my good wife, Colette, working here with Ryanair.
I was immensely proud when we landed together at the Shrine and the airport, the first transatlantic from New York. And when Cardinal Dolan came to the top step of the aircraft when he came out, it was almost like a quasi-papal visit.
And in July of 1997, we were married. We now have 2 beautiful children, Emily and Jack. And obviously I'm most grateful to the late Monsignor James Horan,
It's not all about flights in and out Ireland West.
We've had many dignitaries and many well-known sporting personalities use the airport.
Prince Charles would stick out in my mind.
Alex Ferguson, who I had the pleasure of meeting.
Chris O'Dowd. Bono, PH.
Sarah Jessica Parker. She was a really lovely lady.
Robin Williams, I thought he was a giant of a man. I was surprised to see that he wasn't that many centimetres off the ground.
We've also had the pleasure of entertaining Tony Blair on a number of occasions.
For me, there was only one VIP, and that was George Best. That's the memories that will always be with me.
It's been a fantastic 30 years and Tourism Ireland are very proud to have been associated with it.
It's actually a great community achievement for Mayo. It's something that's really good that the west of Ireland can be really proud of.
But when I was in Ryanair, I used to tell the lads in Knock that the airport was very important, but it's only since I came to be chairman of Fáilte Ireland that I realised how vital it is for, not just for the region, but for the country in general.
Ryanair is proud to have played a key role in the development of Knock. Without us, I think Knock wouldn't have survived the 30 years. And in many cases, without Knock's help, Ryanair wouldn't have grown to become the success it's been today.
Great for Mayo. It's the roadway to the world, isn't it?
And I think over the last 30 years, the airport has proved that he was absolutely right, and all the economists and all the people who said he was wrong were absolutely wrong.
I think he'd be very happy, first of all, to see that the airport has actually survived, continue with the good work, linking the west of Ireland with the wider world.
The very best of luck for a hugely successful future. You all deserve it.
Every success into the future, and hopefully speaking, it will continue as an absolutely marvellous achievement for the people of Connacht and indeed Mayo.
Happy birthday and all the best, and may they continue to thrive and thrive.
I wish each and every one associated with the airport a really, really very happy 30th birthday.
Happy 30th birthday, and at least another 30 years of great success in the future.
Well done on your success, it's well deserved. It's a tribute to all the hard work that you put in, and we look forward to working with you over the next 30 years.
We wish you the best of luck for the future and a happy 30th birthday to Knock and to everybody in Mayo. And you never know, it could be your year for the All-Ireland too.
A happy 30th birthday, and we look forward to working very, very closely together with the airport for the next 30 years and the 30 after that.
I'm delighted to be able to extend our heartiest congratulations on reaching the 30th anniversary milestone of operations at Ireland West.
A very sincere and heartfelt thank you. Well done, and here's to the next 30 years.